All right, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's March 15th, 2022, and it is a little after 9:30. Of course, we have to do the weather update later now because of daylight savings time, because the model runs come in later now because of daylight savings time. So you can see plenty of cirrus around today. This is what it looks like right now. We have cirrus and altocumulus passing through, some mid and high level clouds, and even some rain showers out there that aren't reaching the ground. This is what it looked like during the day today. A lot of cirrus around. You can see, wow, look at that. That's a contrail right there, and that's a long one, too. So a lot of that, a lot of junk in the sky today, of course. And you can see the radar here. You can see some light rain showers on the radar. They're not reaching the ground. I was checking for some reports of rain, but I don't see any. Let's go to the National Weather Service Twitter and see if they actually have posted any records. So let's see. So almost halfway through this March, here are the high temperatures so far. And you can see here, looking at these high temperatures, that a lot of them, most of them are above normal. There were only 1, 2, 3 that were below normal. So temperatures have averaged about 1.5 degrees above normal at Central Park, 1.1 at LaGuardia, 0.9 at Kennedy, Islip 1 degree above normal, Bridgepoint only 0.3 degrees above normal, Newark, of course, nearly as warm as Central Park with 1.4 temperature anomaly, and this week is going to add to these anomalies for sure. So let's go and look at the latest observations on the high temperatures today across the area. Right now, temperatures have cooled to upper 40s to around 50 across Long Island. We have 46 at Islip, 45 at West Hampton. But look at how much warmer it is in Central Park, 59. That's no sea breeze in the city. And also in New Jersey, no sea breeze as well. Still 58 at this hour at Lakehurst and 54 at Miller Air Park. Fortunately, the dew points are low, so it's dry. Usually the air in spring when you get warm air is dry, but lately we've been seeing occasionally you can get humidity with it. So let's go look at the high temperatures for today. And I think we got close to 70 on Long Island. Let's see. A lot cooler in Suffolk County. Only 58 at Islip, 55 at Shirley, 54 at West Hampton. Once you go into Nassau County, though, I see 61 at Farmingdale, and then look at Mineola, 68. So a lot warmer the further west you go, and on the North Shore. You can see the airports generally, Islip and Shirley, tend to be on the South Shore, and they tend to get a sea breeze. And you can see the city was a lot warmer at 68. And then as we go into New Jersey, I'm sure we're going to see some 70s on here. 69 at Lakehurst, and I see a 70 at Miller Air Park. So, and look at that. You see 70s down. Even when you go even further south, Bass River, this is the Coyle Field Station in the Pine Barrens there. 73 was their high today. It was a sea breeze, but just along in the Bay Area Islands there, because that's usually the way it is in Jersey. So, let's go to the station. Let's go to the Wonderground. So we're going to look at Wonderground. We're going to look at some temperatures from there, too, on the Wonder map as well. By the time I'm done with all this, hopefully we'll all have most of our models in for the 0Z runs. So we're going to first start in our area here and look at this station here in the west part of Mineola and see how it did. So what was the high there today? So the high there reported 67 degrees. So you can see it was above 60 from 11:29 in the morning to about 4:30 in the afternoon. And then you could sort of see when the sea breeze came in and the temperatures dropped. But still, during the day, pretty warm, as you can see here in Mineola. And you can see looking at the winds, they're westerly and still westerly. So not really much of a sea breeze here. I don't know if this station is wind thing is accurate, but it's indicating a west wind there. So we'll look at a couple of other stations here. We'll head down to Garden City next, and we'll look at this station here. Well, it's downtown Uniondale. It's not Garden City. This is Garden City, and let's see if it was any cooler in Garden City. I always like to do this because this is when you really see the microclimates of Long Island. Look at how much cooler it was there. Only 55 degrees for a high. Oh, the station was offline. Okay. All right. I'm like, that's definitely not right. So let's go down to the South Shore now. All right, we'll work our way. We'll start one of our favorite places on the South Shore, Rockville Center. I don't know why it says downtown Baldwin, but let's see what they got up to today. Only 61. So, yeah, they were at only above 60 from like 1 o'clock, and then they dropped. They got again much cooler, as later on in the afternoon, much cooler. We'll work our way a little back north again, and we'll look at North Wantaw, all right? This is not far from where I grew up, and this is the kind of climate we had where I grew up, and only 60 degrees there was the high. So, yeah, a big difference between there and Mineola. A lot cooler. And that's kind of like what I'm used to when I lived on the South Shore. I was used to getting that sea breeze. It's warm in here, man. It's warm in the middle of the island. It's almost too warm for me to deal with, especially because of climate change. So it's just getting warmer and warmer. But yeah, you know the deal. I'm not going to get into it. This is a weather update, so I'm not allowed to be down here. And it could be worse. It could be in New Jersey, which is what they're trying to make us do. They're trying to push us into New Jersey, but I'm not going to get too much about that. So, see, nice and cool there. We'll look at Levittown, too. So, let's see Levittown. I like looking at all these different stations to show you the differences. So, Levittown, you can see it was warmer in Levittown, more typical of what it was like in Mineola. They got up to 64. So, yeah. The more inland you go, the warmer it gets. That's the key, especially Nassau County. Now, if we go further out east, let's take a look and see how Deer Park was. Let's see this station here. Why does that say Huntington? That's not Huntington. All right, that's misplaced, that station. Let's see, Deer Park. I don't know why it says Huntington Station when it's not. That's nowhere near Huntington Station. So 61 was the high in Deer Park. So as you go further east, the sea breeze does get inland more because, again, it's got more of a fetch over the ocean. It's got more of a push to come in. So that's why. If we look at the Pine Barrens here, let's go look at Ridge. See how the Pine Barrens did for a high today, and that's something wrong with their site. No way it hit 78 there. That's definitely not what happened. Let's look at Center Reach. Let's see. So 65.5, so actually pretty warm in Center Reach. So again, the more of a distance you are from the ocean, the warmer it's going to be. But if you go to the South Shore, we'll go look at North Patchogue now. And see what they got up to today. 58, only 58.3. So, again, from North Patchogue, I know it's similar to the middle of the island, but not quite. I think it's a little toward the South Shore, so look at a sea breeze, whereas Center Reach won't get a sea breeze. And if you go all the way to the extreme North Shore, like Port Jefferson, you'll roast. So if you go into Port Jefferson here, or we can just look at East Setauket here. I'm sure they were almost as warm as Mineola, I can guarantee it. 67, so there you go. Almost as warm as Mineola. All right, when you go look at the South Shore, it's a lot cooler. Now, if you were in Bellport at Bellport Yacht Club, they probably didn't make it out of the 50s today. Oh, they didn't even make it out of the 40s today. They were only in the 40s. So that's what it's like if you were right on the beach there, all right? So it just goes to show you all the different, depending on where you are, the different kind of weather you can have. And then, of course, if you're in New Jersey, in the desert, you're going to really be hot over there. Let's see, Holiday City, the west desert of Toms River, which is known to be very hot. I'm sure it hit 70 there. Yep. Oh, wow, 73. 74 it's saying there. So that's pretty hot. So that gives you the difference there. So it could always be worse. You could be in New Jersey. But ideally, yeah. For those who don't like the heat, the South Shore is the place to be. Anyway, not that, the powers that be care about those things, of course, because they don't care about money. Then that's the most important thing to them, not other people's comfort. So now we can get to the models after looking through all that other stuff there. But it just goes to show you the difference depending on where you were today. So let's go to the models, HRRR. We should have the HRRR completely in now. Okay. All right, good. So here we are. We see that rain. It's barely making it to the ground, and tomorrow will be a dry day. It should be a nice day with some sunshine. And then Thursday Thursday is going to be our wet weather day, and this coastal storm system looks more and more wet as we go on with the models, and it could wind up being a completely rainy day. And this storm system is going to just take its sweet time moving through. You can clearly see it's going to linger all the way out throughout the day into the evening, raining all day long. So it's going to be a crappy day to go out on Thursday. That's going to be your day that you're going to want to avoid going out. And then after that, we'll have to watch for the next system. As we get toward the weekend, there'll be some more systems. But this is with a low that's going to be moving through, right? So let's go to the HRRR now. Look at the winds as we go into tomorrow. You'll see the winds shift off to the northwest for a little bit and north, and that's going to mean no sea breeze until the afternoon. Then there'll be a sea breeze in the afternoon, and that'll bring the cooler air in. And then you can see as we get into Thursday, you could see some of that moisture that we're going to be dealing with. It's not going to be a cold nor'easter. It's going to be a warm type of coastal storm with rain, and it's going to be pretty, pretty crappy day. Actually, damp and rainy, and that's what it looks like for Thursday with your 2 points in wind. So let's see how this model deals with the temperatures as we head into tomorrow. So tonight, we'll drop back only probably into the 40s, and then tomorrow, look at how warm it gets. Jersey, you're going to be into the 70s again, and I think the middle of the island could be just as warm tomorrow as today, I think. But then that sea breeze comes in, and it drops the temperatures back significantly as you get toward the afternoon and evening, and then we actually drop into probably around 40 degrees by morning, and then for Thursday with the clouds and showers around, but it's still going to be warm, still going to be in the mid-50s, so it's still a warm air mass, but without the sun out, it's not going to be able to warm up as significantly as it could. And then as we get past this and we go and look at the GFS now and we go into your Friday with the air temperatures, you'll see, boom, look at that. And it has everybody very close to 70. I think everybody's going to see 70 on Friday. 70 or better, because if we look at the wind direction, it's a west wind, so we're going to be dying. There probably will be a sea breeze on the South Shore later on in the day, but it's just going to affect the South Shore. And for the rest of us, we're going to deal with the heat. And I have to put my air conditioner on Friday. And then I think the warmth will continue. Here we are into Saturday. A little bit, not as much, because the wind direction is different. You can see that warmth again making it into New Jersey here. And that'll be more of a southerly flow again. And then that is with the chance of rain because there will be a cold front. And then you can see by Sunday, west winds return. But the temperatures don't drop that much. Still around 50 degrees. So let's look at the sky forecast. We'll go to the RGEM next. And we'll look at the sky forecast for tomorrow. So tomorrow, we have the clouds, but it's showing mostly sunny skies for a good part of the day. We'll see some increase in clouds as it gets later in the afternoon, but I think it'll definitely be a sunnier day than today. Thursday, obviously, we're going to be in the clouds from that coastal system, and then the clouds move on out, and then we could see plenty of sunshine on Friday again, but very warm with those very warm air temperatures there. All right. Looking at that now, let's go to the windy.com model. And we'll actually look at this, and we will look at the conditions aloft, which will sort of tell us the cloud cover situation for tomorrow as far as we have dry air aloft. And it looks like we do. So you can see that dry air aloft over Long Island. So we might actually manage to have blue skies tomorrow. So tomorrow looks like a good chance of blue skies. So it'll be above normal. It's best to get out there and enjoy them because Thursday is going to suck with the rain. Let me go to the CONUS view now. Pull this out a little bit just to give you a broader look at what's going to be happening here. We'll go back to the GFS, and you can see there's that little storm there that's going to bring us that rain. GFS seems like it's drier. That's very interesting. So the GFS seems to keep the storm a little more away from us. Whatever. We have a break Friday, and then more rain for Saturday. That moves out by Sunday. And then we have a high pressure build-in behind that, and then the next storm system. And that high pressure could bring some colder air. You could see some high pressure systems moving down, indicating of a troughiness toward the end of the month, which we spoke about in the other weather update earlier. I think yesterday or the day before. So It's interesting that the GFS is a little different with this system, and it doesn't really bring us that much rain. We're going to actually look at the total accumulated precip rain. All right, so total accumulated precip for, barely anything for Thursday. But look what happens when I go to the HRRR. It's a big difference. HRRR is a lot wetter, half an inch to possibly an inch of rain. The NAM. All right, well, we don't have that much of the 0Z NAM. Now let's see what the NAM is doing with this thing. And then the NAM brings the rain close, but keeps Nassau dry. We're still going to have to watch this coastal system. It's tricky. But tomorrow, enjoy it. It should be a nice clear day, or mostly clear day. And, that's the models are saying. When you look at the satellite, it doesn't look like it. But the models are saying clear skies. So hopefully we can make that happen tomorrow, but it will be mild again. If you want that cold, sunny weather, that cold, crisp, sunny weather, I don't know if we're going to see it again until next winter. So that is going to do it for this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.